2 weeks before our product launch, the war started.
It's crazy.
I think we are crazy. That's it. Banks are not secure.
Traditional bankers were simply frustrated.
I hate this centralization of banks.
What was the number one hardest thing for you?
The biggest enemy is here.
Good day to everyone. This is InnMind channel with the best first-hand information for startup founders and tech entrepreneurs. And today we have an interview with amazing founder, tech entrepreneur, co-founder, and a person who is responsible for fundraising and all crypto business processes in amazing startup called Weld Money, which is a DeFi or crypto fintech project allowing people to simultaneously use cryptocurrency for everyday payments and actually representing a bridge between fiat and crypto using one card. But I think she can tell much more interesting facts about Weld Money. So meet Iryna Lorens, co-founder at Weld Money. Hi, Iryna.
Hi, Nelly. Thanks for the invitation.
First of all, before we start with the questions, I would like to ask you to share in general, what is Weld Money about?
Actually, we are about a payment ecosystem, let's say like that, because actually we want to connect to different worlds, different space, let's say. So this traditional financial system, which is a part of our life, and actually a crypto system, and with all the crypto payments, Web3 projects, play to earn, metaverses, and anything what we will see in the future. So we want to be like a hub between this, because actually that's amazing that you have like a metaverse, but if you cannot order something from the metaverse in your real life, something like food, groceries, or some clothes, that doesn't make any sense to place advertisement, for example, in this metaverse. So we want to solve the biggest problem. It is a problem of digital assets using in the real world.
That is what I actually love a lot in Weld Money, especially considering that this is still remaining to be a big problem in the crypto community. A lot of crypto enthusiasts, especially those who are not living in US or Europe, who are located in some developing region, they use crypto assets, they have crypto assets, but they struggle with Crypto-Fiat gateways, especially considering old schoolish approach of traditional banks who don't want to work with crypto assets. So my question is, are you providing the solution for individuals worldwide, or are you targeting specifically developing regions?
Yeah, let's say we want to be and work worldwide for sure, but unfortunately, that's by the way the biggest issue in the crypto market, that all our normal life is connected to fiat money. So you can go to, I don't know, cafe and offer them to pay with crypto. Normally they will say, no, we don't accept it. In some places they will ask, okay, what is it? Yeah, so I mean, we want to make it super simple and super easy. So we understand there are a lot of digital assets, not only crypto. Crypto is like a first step in our use cases, because that's simple and understandable for people, because crypto, that's equal money already. But if we're talking about other digital assets, for example, if you are a YouTube streamer, a blogger, if you are a TikTok blogger, if you are, I don't know, Steam or Twitch streamer, that's become a problem, because you actually also earn some digital assets, like some specific coins or vouchers or something, or even NFT. We also call this digital asset because it has some value, but you still cannot use it in real life. So we want to make this like global worldwide hub between digital assets and normal fiat infrastructure. So with the Weld card, it's actually like a key. It's our headliner. It's like a key to have access to all your digital assets on any of the platforms.
Is Weld Money a crypto-friendly bank, or is it a crypto gateway?
This is the beauty of our product, because we are not a bank and we don't need to be crypto-friendly bank, because we are exactly the hub between banks in different regions, we have different banks because you cannot issue card worldwide from the only one payment region. You have to be in each of them. So we are the hub between banks and digital asset platform like Texas, Dexes, Steam accounts, and other digital assets.
With what sectors you already work?
For now, we are integrated with 7 biggest Texas like Binance, FTX, Huobi, etc. So actually, our first stage, our MVP is working now with this Texas. So actually, our user can issue the card, passing banking KYC procedure in like 15 minutes. Then he have to add this to Google or Apple Pay like that, and connect via API keys any of centralized exchange that they normally use in trading or staking, I don't know. And then he just can go and pay everywhere where Visa or Mastercard is accepted.
That sounds so beautiful. Oh my God, I'm really looking forward when you will be available in Spain so that I can also use it. I'm so tired of problems with Revolut and other
Don't need to be careful because by the end of this year, definitely will go also in Europe. That's actually we are now on the round A, so we are fundraising for the going worldwide. And yes, very soon we will be there.
Well, we will come to fundraising a little bit later in this interview, but before that, I know that a lot of projects tried to solve the problems you are targeting. A lot of other startups appeared in 2019, 2021, who claimed that they will be able to deliver this solution. But I know only Weld Money so far. I hope I didn't forget any other players who managed to, during such a short time, make an agreement with Mastercard, issue the real plastic card, and actually deliver the promised service. Could you please explain what is the reason of your success? You don't have some super big names in your team. You don't have Elon Musk sponsoring you. So how did you manage to do it?
I think we are 3 co-founders in this project. I think we are crazy. That's it. That's only a reason. If you want to know the story of Weld Money, that's quite an interesting story because once I had a problem with my bank. That's I'm like 6 or 7 years already in crypto, and I hate this centralization of banks because once I had a situation when it was, I think, somewhere middle of the night. I went to a petrol station to fill up my car. And I had no cash, normal situation, never cash user. I had only normal bank cards, several bank cards to diversify my risks. But I forgot that I had fine before and I didn't pay it. I really forgot it. I was on business trip, so I didn't do this. And the government blocked all my bank account. And in the middle of the night with an empty card, I'm staying on the petrol station and I cannot do something. I can't even call somebody to send me money because actually my card is blocked. So all the cards actually was blocked.
And it happened in what country?
In my home country, in Ukraine, but actually like it's a situation when you can do nothing. And honestly, in that moment, I understood, okay, it doesn't matter how much money do you have if you can't use it. If this money doesn't belong to you because actually like it's blocked, that's it, game over. Lucky me, I had a special like app for this particular petrol station and I have some bonuses there. So thanks to these bonuses, I filled like 2 or 3 liters petrol to my car and I had the opportunity to drive somewhere because it was outside of the city actually. So, and in this moment I understood, okay, I have to do something with that because you have a lot of crypto, but you can't do something with this crypto even because you cannot pay with Binance. Binance card was not available in this moment. I think even now it's available in some small region, that's it. So, and that was a moment when I called to one of my friends and asked, okay, man, we have to do something with that. I want to pay with crypto everywhere because really crypto is money, but doesn't make any sense to collect this money if you cannot spend it. That's it.
Those who listen to the story, they will recall a lot of other stories of super successful startups that started with this small everyday problems they face personally. It's very inspiring. And you mentioned yourself that your home country is Ukraine, and your team, mostly your core team, are Ukrainian guys and girls. And you fundraised last year, which already was not that easy. You closed the seed round, you successfully made your IDO. And if I remember correctly, when Russia started this horrible war with Ukraine, at this moment, your startup was just in the beginning of launching the product, yeah? And your team had actually to evacuate from Ukraine. Can you please tell us, how did you deal with that?
2 weeks before our product launch, the war started, and yeah, first of all, that was a business crash, because like our bank, so we have integrated in the beginning, they told like, okay, we cannot launch a product with you guys, sorry. So we had to start from the beginning. And you know, banks, it's not the fastest decision makers. So to integrate bank, you have to spend months only for legal part, integration, INT, all this deal flows and stuff like that. And I remember this moment when we understood, okay, we have to evacuate all our team from Ukraine, from Kyiv, because that was terrible situation. And also we understood, okay, that's not like for days, that would be like long story, long war. So, and we couldn't stay apart from the problem, because when you move already yourself and your family to safety place, you cannot like continue your normal life. Definitely you have to do something. So all our team started some volunteer deals, and also we have launched Unchained Fund. That is I think one of the biggest crypto funds. So we have collected a lot of funds from crypto community. So even Vitalik Buterin have made some donates to our fund. So we have collected almost 10 million USDT. And in 72 hours, we established core team, volunteers, fundraising for the fund, funds distribution, and all this management services for the Unchained Fund in the moment when all our team was either in the shelters or on the roads evacuating from the country. And that was so difficult emotionally, physically, because you don't sleep normally. You can't sleep in this moment. So I remember this moment when I was like 3 days in the way to Romania to cross the border. That was quite difficult, but you can't stay and do nothing.
During this period, did you have any chance to work on Weld Money, or all your team was focused on this Unchained Fund for donations and support of the people, humanitarian support in Ukraine?
You know, in this situation, you're not supposed to think about your business. That's like a question about your life, life of your friends, relatives, and stuff like that. So you're not in the mood to think about some business processes. So yeah, for sure, thanks to Weld Money technology that we have already developed, we issued Unchained Health Card. So that's the game changer in charity, let's say, because we can collect donates in crypto from all the world, and we can distribute them directly to people who need this funds. So in our case, that was mother and women with kids were from the territories, so they lost almost anything: houses, money, job. Some of them lost even men who died. So in this case, with our technology of KYC procedure we made for Weld Money, we could make KYC, so we can recognize this is a woman with some kids, for example, 3 of kids, and in the 15 minutes she could get Weld card. Actually, we call this Unchained Health Card, and we send weekly money support for this particular family, and we know exactly in which country for what kind of products did they use this money, how much did they spend. So do we need to make the support like higher and distribute more money weekly, or we need to reduce this help? So we need anything that's transparent way to distribute charity and donations.
Does it still exist, this unchained card? Yeah, you said unchained card.
Yeah. Unfortunately, all the funds that we have collected, we already distributed. So for now, this program is empty, unfortunately. But yeah, we have issued more than 10,000 cards. And that was our first, let's say, proof of work of our product, of our technology, because that was the first charity crypto card in the world. And for now, we would like to work with big charity funds and with some organization, because with this case, we can work not only for Ukraine, I mean, that works worldwide for any cases. That's a big problem and challenge in charity to see how much they spend, because if we are talking about big funds like Red Cross and others, they have how to say this efficiency percentage, and that's almost 50%. So the half of all the money people donate to this fund would spend for employees, for some logistic and stuff like that. So only $50 from your $100 of donation would be used directly as a help. And in our case, that's 98%, because of this direct distribution.
That is crazy. Oh my God. So half of the money, that is why people a lot of people do not trust charity organizations, because of these beautiful offices, a lot of advertising, etc. So guys, if you watch this video interview, in the description of this video, we will leave the links to Unchained Fund. If you want to donate to people who suffered from the war in Ukraine, and if you are a charity organization that wants to partner with Weld Money in order to establish cards in your countries for your charity purposes, we will leave the contact details of Iryna and her team in order for you to contact them and to agree for partnership and collaboration.
Thank you.
Coming back to that situation when your team had to evacuate themselves and their families, and in parallel, you switched all your focus to this POC of first Weld card, Unchained card in Ukraine. How long did it take you to fully relocate all your team and to set up, let's say, come back to working on Weld Money in new territories?
Almost several weeks. It takes a lot of time, first of all, to keep you on the same emotional level to be able to work. Yeah, secondly, it takes a lot of time to move people from the country with all the goods and stuff like that. Yeah, and after that, we came back to Weld Money work, and we started from the beginning, actually, because you have to integrate the new bank, you have to make anything from the beginning almost. And let's say this situation made us like real comrades. So if you overlive the war, I'm not sure something can break your team.
Yeah, this is so incredibly impressive, how brave and really committed you are. I really feel being fascinated, a lot of respect to you and to your team. And coming back to the financial or legal setup of your Weld Money card, which is available now for Ukraine citizens, but will be available for all European Union, right, before the end of this year.
European Union and UK, yeah.
That would be awesome. So you had to find the new bank. Finally, with what bank or banks did you partner up?
Yeah, so for now, our MVP is launched with Unex Bank in Ukraine, and we have also 2 banks in the EU. We are in the process of integration, finalizing anything already. And yeah, what I like, it's when you develop something, I think that's the most beautiful part of the startup, when you can scale this very fast. So after you will be also looking to go to Asia, to MENA, to LATAM.
What was the most difficult part before closing the first contract with the first bank? I guess other banks are more easy to close, right? Because they already have the case study.
It takes a lot of time to explain them what is our business plan, our legal part, because in our case, banks don't need to be crypto friendly, because actually they don't work with crypto. They are dealing only with fiat money, and the same for merchants who accept, for example, Weld card. They even don't know that they actually accept crypto, because they're dealing only with fiat. So Weld, it is like a hub between, as I mentioned in the beginning. So we connect these two different words. And actually how it works. So in the moment when you want, for example, to pay with Weld card, so I just tap my phone to POS terminal or Apple Watch, it doesn't matter. And in this moment, our bank debits the transaction in fiat overdraft for several seconds. So for example, if I ordered coffee with croissant and let's say it costs $5, so in the moment I will have minus $5 on my zero balance card. And in this moment, Weld goes to my centralized exchange. Let's say I have connected Huobi and transfer 5 USDT worth in crypto from my Huobi wallet to Weld corporate Huobi wallet. That helps to avoid huge blockchain transaction fees, and it happens like super fast. And after Weld Money got their transaction, it gets answered to processing center and bank. The transaction was successful. And as a customer, I just got my paper bill, and once per day, we make clearing and close all the fiat overdrafts for our customers. So all this way takes only 4 seconds. So we have developed amazing system, very fast, and it helps, as I said, it helps to avoid blockchain transaction fees, because in the crypto world, normally, if you want to pay, for example, in Ethereum network, you want to pay $5 for something, normally your transaction fee would be more.
When you explain it in such simple words, this sounds so clear, so simple, but I guess traditional bankers were simply frustrated when they heard it first time. Did you start working with banks that already have something to do with crypto, or it was absolutely from scratch for them?
Yeah, that was from the very beginning, because nobody worked with crypto. Yeah, so we had to explain anything from the beginning. But the good news, Visa and Mastercard, they're very friendly now to the crypto and Web3 projects. So by the way, good news, we have also some kind of know-how, and we're the first company who managed to place NFTs on the cards. So we have special project with Visa, and we're able to put NFTs, that's the card with my NFT, that's unique stuff, first NFT card in the world. And that's a special project. So Visa and Master, they understand that's a game changing, and crypto would cover all the world. So they're friendly to all this kind of projects. And when you already have some agreement with Visa and Master, that's much more easier to go to banks and explain anything.
I can imagine, but it is very hard to get these agreements. I know some startups that wait for 4 years already and are still in negotiation phase. That is why it is, guys, just imagine if you're watching this interview, during a few months, Weld Money managed to make partnerships with Visa and Mastercard and issue their card. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And you mentioned NFT. So actually you can get a random NFT from OpenSea or other marketplace and put it on your card, or what do you mean?
Well, actually, you have to prove that's your NFT. So yeah, you can connect your wallet, who is the owner of this NFT. And in this case, after also some checking process, you are able to place this NFT in the card. So I know a lot of platforms already made this integration, and for example, Twitter supporting also NFTs. So we see that's like a future and the next step, and why not? Also, my personal wish, as I am let's say crypto enthusiast, I wish that we can also make decentralized card. So what I mean, in a case when you use, for example, any of the card, I mean, like crypto cards, like crypto.com, Binance card, anyway, you have some kind of centralization. There is either it is exchange, centralized exchange, or it is a bank. So what we want to do, we want to create the centralized card connected to your custodial wallet. So for example, try to imagine you would be able to hold your private keys from your wallet, let's say MetaMask wallet or Trust wallet, and you just connect Weld card to this wallet and sign the smart contract for spending like monthly limits. So in this case, you are the holder of your money. You are the only person who can do something with this money. Nobody can block your money actually. And Weld card, it's only like access to your wallet. And this is like the way how you can spend this money in any supermarket, shop, or cafe. That's my dream. Centralized card, that's the future. So this technology we are developing right now.
I mean, definitely. But just to clarify,
the game changer.
For sure. But in this case, who will be the issuer of the card? Because usually bank issues the card, right?
Exactly. But the card is like zero balance card. So yeah, you are passing KYC, but you don't hold your money in the bank. That's not secure, especially our case with Ukraine, and especially in some countries like, I don't know, in Africa, for example, that's not secure, and the infrastructure is not on the high level, actually. And after one of the situation like we got in our life, you understand, okay, banks are not secure. So crypto exchanges, centralized exchanges are not secure. You know already, you're a long time on the market, so you saw all these hacks. So only when you have non-custodial wallets and you hold assets on your wallet with private keys, only in this case you can be sure no one can touch your money without your agreement. So this is like changing of mindset completely. And if people, okay, if you're in crypto, definitely you understand this difference. And in this case, that would be game changer in life, because if you can hold your money and in the same moment you are able to spend this money in real life with any of infrastructure, only in this case that would be like completely another world when you don't need actually this middle banks, exchanges, and financial companies.
Tell me, this beautiful dream, is it included in your new pitch for the fundraising round?
I have to check.
When you finalize your ongoing round, will you be able to start making this dream come true?
Actually, there is not. It's a process, because you cannot do anything in one moment. So we also have to start from something. And we understood, okay, for now, there is a big problem with a crypto card, because, for example, in Ukraine, there is no competitors, and their level of the crypto adoption is so high. We are on the first place in the world. That is 14% of the crypto adoption. That's amazing. And you still can't use your crypto. So we decided to start from let's say some points, and step by step in this process we will come to the other ideas, like decentralized card, like some hub between metaverses, like other ideas we have also. I can share with you some other ideas, because I see when you are deep in the market, you can see a lot of problems you can solve with your project. That's the reason why I call this payment ecosystem, because that's not only about the card, it's also about the mindset and ways how you can solve existing problem on the market. Because, for example, easy and simple case, if you know StepN, if you know Axie Infinity, that's an amazing project. And the biggest problem in this project that, for example, you play Axie or you run with your StepN, but after you do this, what you can do with the token that you have earned. Nothing actually. You have to send it through the bridge to another blockchain, then you have to send it to them to some exchange, and not all the exchanges support that stuff. So you have to convert this to USDTs, and you have to convert this USDT to fiat, and then after that, using P2P or transferring this to card, you can get it, and only after that you can spend this to buy, I don't know, something in the supermarket. So what is our idea? It is direct connection to all of this play to earn, move to earn, and other stuff to earn. So we want to make simple way how you earn tokens and spend after 2 minutes using Weld card. So we'll support, this is also digital asset, by the way. So Axie Infinity token, that's digital asset. And that's what I mean. So we want to make it like a simple, straight line from digital asset to payment and anything what you want to get.
Oh my God, guys, if you share the dream of Iryna and mine as well, since now, please leave your comments under this video saying what other use cases do you envision for Weld Money, and what other digital assets should they integrate or implement as the nearest roadmap. As Iryna already said, it would be like Step, and it could be Axie Infinity, but maybe you know something else that should be on this top list. Iryna, coming back to your fundraising, current fundraising campaign, you just actually launching it, yeah? Can you, since we have some of our audience are VC investors and business angels, those that invest in early stage and growing crypto and Web3 startups, would you like to give them short pitch or maybe highlighting your main traction highlights, sorry for tautology, that will make investors dream of contacting you?
If we are talking about the traction, so we have already more than 500,000 transactions with the Weld cards. And unfortunately, as we're on the MVP level, we have not so much card because of some technical, let's say, restrictions. We want to grow, we want to make anything step by step, because we are very sensitive product with financial information, with let's say access to your centralized exchange. So we want to be sure before the mass launch, let's say, we want to be sure that anything works perfectly, seamlessly, and as a customer, you feel the best user flow and the level of support. So step by step, we make our audience bigger. So currently we have already more than 40,000 community in the waiting list from different regions. We have a lot of people from our partners who are waiting for the white label cards, because our idea and our strategy is to go through white label cards. We are like technology provider, and we are ready to make for you, for example, InnMind cards. Why no? Why not? So in this case, So in this case, you have a great value for your product and your project, because regarding to our statistic, 220 times per month people see this card on the phone or physical card. So that's a quantity of times when people pay for something. So that's a great promotion for you, and this is a way how to make people to love your product. So we decided to go with this white label solution card. So we have a lot of commitment from different exchanges, different GameFi projects, and blockchain as well, who wants to get Weld white label cards. So we just need a little bit more time. Yeah, and it will be done.
Okay, then speaking about partnerships, and by the way, I really want to have InnMind card. Speaking about partnerships, our core audience are tech entrepreneurs, startup founders of different stages, both early stage and already growing and scaling up companies. And what would you highlight for them if they would like to partner with Weld Money? What kind of partners are you looking at right now as the main priority?
Exchanges, centralized, decentralized exchanges, ecosystems, blockchains, also gamify, play to earn, move to earn, meditate to earn, and other stuff. Yeah, also we're looking to partner with miners, liquidity providers, and stuff like that, with a big audience, for example, with QLs, because we're also ready to issue white label cards with special logo, with a different NFT projects, because as I mentioned, we have this unique technology to place NFT on a card.
And also charity organizations you mentioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Iryna will provide us the proper contact details for those who want to send partnership inquiry to Weld Money. So again, look at the description of this video. You will have all the links and necessary contact details in order to avoid the hassle searching it in the internet, and to reach directly to Iryna's team and to discuss partnership opportunities. Don't hesitate to do it. Weld Money definitely has a chance to become the next Revolut or even bigger. Before we finish this interview, could you please maybe answer this general but still important question? There are so many fintech startups that are struggling every day with different aspects of their development, fundraising, product launch. Regulation is just a hassle, and you know it better than anyone else. What was the hardest part for you? Number one, was it you survived the war, yeah, and you had so many things that you overcame. What was the number one hardest thing for you?
I think the most difficult part is go through your fears, and the biggest enemy is here.
So you should fight not with your competitors, but with yourself.
Exactly.
And how did you manage to overcome this? Did you have a special team psychologist or whatever else?
By the way, it's a good idea to have like a private coach for your team, because yeah, I saw a lot of mistakes and some struggling situation with our team only because of the mindset. So I think that's a good idea. Thank you for the advice.
Welcome.
Thank God we have 3 partners, and we communicate a lot, and we can see all the stuff between us.
Okay, so maybe other founders don't have access to professional support, or some are single founders who don't have such great partners working hand to hand with them. Can you take a role of being the motivator for them and saying something that will drive them to move forward?
Honestly, I think if you need motivation, you do something wrong. Because if you go with your way and you do something, some stuff you believe, or you work in the space you trust. So I think in the case when you're on your own way, you don't need any motivator. You don't need to I don't know, to set up an alarm in the morning. So you just burn with the idea, and you just wake up in the morning and you want to do something. So I think that's the best indicator that you do the best stuff you can. So in the case when you have no motivation, maybe it's a good idea to look inside of yourself and ask what I'm doing wrong, because maybe that's not your way. That's it.
So loving what you do, yeah, and being self-motivated. And here you are totally, completely together with Elon Musk, who said that if you need motivation, you are not an entrepreneur or doing something wrong. Iryna was much more diplomatic here in explaining. Thanks a lot, Iryna, for your time, for your story. I hope it's first, but not the last interview with you on InnMind. And I wish you best of luck. I hope that very soon we will also share the announcements that Weld Money closed the next funding round, entered European and UK market, and became #1 startup of the year in crypto fintech field.
Yes.
Hope.
Thank you, Nana, for your questions and some special atmosphere. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.